So I'm going to give you some slides, give you some examples here, and really give you a much better understanding on what this is, how to get it, and how to use it in this training tonight. So really quick, just like we talked about before, right now, as you're watching this video, some people might be watching this on a replay months from now, and it might be available. But right now, as we speak, it's only available on iOS devices, whether you have an iPhone or an iPad. If you have that type of device and you don't see it, a few things that you can do. One, okay, make sure that you have the latest software on your iPhone or iPad. Make sure you go through the update, okay? Make sure you have the latest version of Facebook, okay? If you're currently on your Facebook right now, what you can actually do, and if you don't see it, go ahead and close that program completely. You know how you can double tap the little button at the bottom of your phone and close any kind of running applications. That way you can close it and then go back to your Facebook app and then open it back up. That's what I did. I actually did that quite a number of times, but finally I did it one day, and then I noticed there it was. Okay, so make sure that you close it out, bring it up, and that'll let you know if you actually have it or not.
Yeah,
okay?
Just be patient because they are rolling out to everybody, and pretty soon everyone will be able to have it. It's just right now, they're just doing it a little bit at a time. So don't fear, you're going to get it.
Yeah. Don't fear like I did. I didn't. We didn't have this. You guys are lucky. We didn't have this. So I'm giving you the inside scoop of my experience of trying to get this feature. It was definitely a journey. But again, right now it's available on iOS devices only. Coming soon, it will be available on Android. However, Facebook Mentions is actually on Android and iPhone. Okay? So if you have an Android and if you have Facebook Mentions, how do you get Facebook Mentions? We're going to talk a little bit more about that here in a moment. But basically, Facebook Mentions and Facebook Live are pretty much the same type of feature with just a few minor differences, which we're going to share in just a few slides here in just a few moments. Okay? All right. So how to get Facebook Live? Of course, you have Facebook Live for your regular profile page, right? Your regular page on Facebook. And then you have Facebook Mentions for your fan page. And the only way that you can get Facebook Mentions, you have to have a fan page under the criteria of a public figure. And guys, a whole bunch of followers, just to keep it simple. You just got to have a lot of people following you on your fan page to be qualified. I actually have requested to actually become get a verified page. Well, I'm gonna share with you guys that here in a moment. But I've tried to get Facebook Mentions, but I've been denied a few times, and I'm not alone. There's millions of people that have probably gotten the same type of notification. I'm gonna give you a little information and a little bit more insight on that here in a moment. Okay, so what you want to do to get it on your profile page, like I said before, you want to make sure that you download Facebook, the latest version. Okay, so make sure you have the latest up-to-date version on Facebook if you're running an iPhone or an iPad. Okay, all right, this is pretty much what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see here, see this little icon right here where the arrow's pointing? If you go to your phone right now and go to, like you're getting ready to do a status update, like when you do a status update, you type something right here, and right below you can add pictures or tag. You should see this little icon with some little circles around that individual. Okay, if you see that, congratulations, you have access to Facebook Live. If you have an iPhone and you just tested that and you do not see that, one, close out the application completely, then actually go back to your Facebook app and then relaunch it. Make sure it's the latest version as well. If you do that and you still don't see it, just be patient. You will eventually get access to it. Okay, I had to do it, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't have it for about 2 weeks after having the iPhone, and then eventually, all of a sudden, boop, one day, there it was. And I've heard that same story from a lot of different people online, even some personal friends of ours that didn't have it in the beginning, then all of a sudden they did. So it's still being rolled out right now. Okay, so it's just that simple on your profile page. There's really nothing you really got to do other than make sure you got an iPhone or make sure you have the latest version of Facebook. Okay, as of right now. Again, in the future, it's going to be available for everybody for no matter what platform that you're using, what phone you're using. Okay, all right. When it comes to Facebook mentions, you need to download the Facebook mentions app. Okay. If you have an Android or even if you have an iPhone, you should be able to do that now. Okay. However, you have to still, there's a few things you're going to have to go through to be able to get access to that application. I'm going to kind of give you a few examples. So some people are saying, well, what's the difference between Facebook Live and Facebook Mentions? Well, of course, on Facebook Live, you can do the exact same thing as you can on Mentions, and Mentions the same thing that you can do on Facebook Live. But of course, on your fan page, of course, you have a lot more features. You can broadcast a lot longer. The minimum time that you can do a broadcast on Facebook Live on your regular personal page is 30 minutes. You can only do a 30-minute broadcast. I've tested it several times, and at the end of 30 minutes, it shuts off. Okay. On Facebook Mentions, I've seen other people that I follow, other public figures that have like millions of followers. I've seen them do like an hour or 2-hour broadcasts. Okay. So it's like they have no limit. Okay, and of course, on your wall, on your regular wall, the most friends that you can have is 5,000. But on your fan page, you can have millions of likes, millions of followers on your fan page. So this is really by far, Facebook Mentions is definitely going to be more powerful for what we do as marketers once this becomes available enterprise-wide. When everybody has access to it. Okay, so
but for now, you can share your Facebook Live on your fan page. So that way, if you are maxed out at 5,000 followers, but you have more than that on your fan page, you can just share that post on your fan page and they can see that video there as well.
Absolutely. So just kind of, distribute your content between your wall and your fan page accordingly. That could be some ways you can reach even more people. So it's actually pretty cool. And we're going to go over some other great things about how this works. We've even got a live demo, guys, we're going to do here. It's actually going to be pretty cool. We'll keep our fingers, hope it works here. So, but with that said, now again, to get Facebook Mentions, to qualify or to get access to Facebook Mentions or to use that app, you have to have a verified page. Some of you probably seen different people that are like public figures, actors, movie stars, music artists, whatever, and they have a verified page. You'll know that if you go to a particular person that you follow that has millions of followers or whatever, you'll see a little blue check right next to their name. That means they're verified, meaning that they're verified. This is that individual's page. That's what you have to have as a verified page. Now, I will say this. Facebook is very cryptic on what qualifications or what criteria you got to meet to get a verified page. I tried multiple times and it got denied both times. I'm going to do it again. Some other experts, people that I follow that are using Facebook Live as well, have told me just keep trying. But even when they give you the response on why it wasn't approved, it's still kind of, you still don't quite understand why, because even people that I know that have gotten a verified page said, they've seen people that have had millions of followers that got denied, and people that just had maybe several thousand and have gotten approved. But again, I think they're still very strict on it right now, simply because they're still testing it out. And there's still a lot of things I've been hearing that they're going to be adding to this feature that we don't even see right now, that they're still building on the back end. So what you can do to get a verified page, you can go to this link here. I actually found it. You can actually Google it as well, but the link is like really long and it's kind of hard to find that link to actually, fill out the application to get your page verified. So what I did, I just, made I shortened the URL link. So if you just go to mlsp.co/137RC, and that'll take you to this page here. It looks like this, guys, here. As you can see, you just basically file. When you go to this link, you're going to come to this page. And what you want to do is verify type page, okay? And you want to see your profile. If you're verifying your profile, we're not doing a profile, you're doing your page. So make sure you're going to have to add a photo ID, like a driver's license, a passport, something like that, a screenshot, or some type of digital copy that you have of that type of document, because they need something to verify that you are who you say you are for that to be approved. Even if it's approved, congratulations. Some of you guys are going to do this, you're going to get approved. Some of you guys are going to do it, you're going to be like me and don't get approved. But again, just keep trying. But again, eventually, I think they're just putting up roadblocks to keep it from just being all out right now, because I don't think they have the support just yet for it, because they know this is going to be really, really big. So they're still building it out. So this is what it looks like. So I just want to show you that. Again, you can even go you can go to Google or the App Store to download Facebook Mentions, because remember, Facebook Mentions is available for Android users and Apple users. Okay, the only thing is you got to get a verified page to use it. When it comes to the Facebook profile, that should be available for everybody right now if you have an iPhone. Okay, eventually, and again, tomorrow there could be a notification on Facebook saying, hey, everybody has Facebook Live now on your regular profile. That could happen actually tomorrow. It could happen tonight. Who knows? Nobody's really given us a timetable when that's going to be available, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be long at all. Okay, so if you have an Android device and you're like, well, Steve, I can't go out and just get an iPhone or whatever, an iPad, whatever. Hey, just keep using your Android right now. Make videos, upload them to your Facebook page. Eventually, you're going to check your phone one day and you're going to see that option to be able to do a live streaming video. Okay, so just give yourself some time. All right. Now, so why use Facebook Live? Like we said, it's going to allow you to grow and engage your fan base, guys. It's actually incredible, guys. I mean, when I get online, and I've done some things on Periscope and a few other live type applications. I like it on Facebook because, when I go live, I can see people coming on and I can actually interact with those people live as they're connecting with me on Facebook. It's actually really cool. And even people that I've gotten on their live stream, they're shouting me out, hey, Steve, what's up? And I'm like, hey, nothing much, So it's actually pretty cool, guys. The engagement is bananas.
Plus, it sends a notification to everyone that you're connected to on Facebook saying that you are live.
Yeah.
So when they get that notification, all they have to do is just click on and press play, and they're on.
That's it, guys. I mean, it's really cool. It just sends a notification to a lot of people who you're connecting with, a lot of people who you're engaging with. They get a notification that you're live. It's really cool, guys.
And also, it doesn't matter what device either. So regardless if you're on a Android or an Apple, you can watch the video.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's a good point. So if you have an Android, it doesn't matter whatever device you're using, you can still watch them.
Yes.
Whether whoever is broadcasting. The only difference is, for you to broadcast, you have to have a certain device right now. But that's going to change. That's not going to be indefinite. So it's definitely going to change. And of course, using Facebook Live help you to interact directly with your friends real time, like we just mentioned. And it also keeps your video when you actually do a live broadcast. At the end of that broadcast, it actually goes on your wall, on your Facebook wall. So people that maybe didn't see it at the time, maybe they're at work or driving or whatever, they'll see it on their wall so they can go back and check it out later. That's actually really, really cool. You don't need any third-party applications or anything to be able to save that video. Okay, it's actually really cool. And it's really, guys, I'm telling you, easy to create consistent video content.
With no technical skills.
No tech skills. If you can hit a button and smile like The Rock is doing right here, you can actually make a video, okay, that can engage with a lot of people, guys. That's one thing I noticed instantly from when I first got on somebody else's live stream. The engagement was like crazy. And then when I even did one, I'm just seeing the amount of comments that are happening really quick. Guys, it just really helps your engagement go sky high. Really, really cool stuff. All right, so what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to show you this we're going to show you a live demo of how this works and why we're so excited about it. So what we're going to do here, let me close this out here, and I'm going to bring up something here. Let's see. Okay. Hold on, guys. There we go.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys can actually see this here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're actually on my phone now.
Actually, minimize that window.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully everybody, should I bring this over?
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
that. Okay, all right. So right here on this side is actually my iPhone. We're actually doing a live stream of it here. So I'm actually on my iPhone right here. Okay, and over here on the right side is
Oh, hold on. It's thinking. The computer's thinking.
hold on. We're gonna try this and see if it works here. You refresh.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, we'll do a quick refresh. Hold on 1 second, guys, because I want to show you this in action. Here, hold on. Okay, tell you what, we'll
just wait for it.
Modern technology.
Another point too I wanted to make with Facebook Live, you can tag people as well. Now, just because you can tag people, don't go tagging crazy. I would say if you are with someone and they're there with you right then you can tag folks, but I wouldn't just tag everybody. Go ahead, tag everybody just on there.
All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start that piece over. Okay. And we're using an app here called Mobizen for Lanacia's Android device here. And while she's connecting, what I'm going to do, so if you look over here on the left-hand side, you guys should see me scrolling down my Facebook page here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the post. I'm going to post a message. And when I do that, if you notice, there's a icon right there. And that's what I'm going to actually click on. So I'm going to click on that. And then when I click on that, this pops up. Okay, so as you can see, it's actually, I'm not streaming just yet because I haven't clicked on go live. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do a public one yet. I don't want to do a public one. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on where it says public there, and it's actually going to bring up what I want to do. I'm just going to set it up to where it can actually just go to Lanacia.
And if you notice, it's similar to Periscope.
Specific friends.
Where you have to type in a description and press the button to go live. So it's similar to that.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm doing this is I don't want to go public. I'm just going to do it to where the only person that's going to see this live stream is going to be Lanacia. Okay? So that's the only reason.
I think that you guys should go public. Let's have fun and go public. Yes, absolutely. Let's have fun and go public.
Let's do it then. Let's do it then. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's see. We'll say for the description, we'll say testing out. We'll say testing out Facebook Live. Okay. All right. Tag you as well.
Yeah, so you can see the feature.
What feature?
The tagging.
Okay. And also tag Lanacia as well. So testing out Facebook Live. Let's see, and y'all hope everybody's ready. Here we go. All right, let's go. And as you can see, it counts down first. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are like live on 2 different webinars. I'm like live on Facebook Live and live on Google Hangouts all at the same time. That's how we do it here. So if you guys are just joining us here, we're actually doing a training webinar, and we're sharing with everybody how to actually utilize Facebook Live for their business, for their brand, and how they can do some amazing things for exposure, exposing their business, exposing their brand, getting more leads, getting more engagement. It's just an awesome feature. I see everybody popping on. I see Andre, Judy, Lisa, Ray, John. I mean, Lanacia just popped on. Hey, Lanacia. So a lot of people are getting on right now. If you're on, guys, if you're watching this, pop on. We're actually making you immortal, I guess you could say. So it's actually going to be pretty cool, guys. And as you can see, guys, as you're looking, and so if you're looking at the webinar, you're actually seeing what it looks like on my side as being the broadcaster. Okay. So I'm seeing everybody who joins. I'm seeing anybody that actually comments. Hey Steve, Carlton said this is wild. Nice. Brian said nice. Very cool. So, and I can even interact with these individuals. So as they're saying, these are comments, guys. So all these comments are actually going to be at the bottom of the video on my wall. And so I can actually go back and comment with those individuals and dialogue and have a conversation. Maybe I'm talking about a business opportunity. Maybe I'm talking about a product that I offer. Maybe I'm talking about a new whatever. And people are commenting on what I have. So I actually have a record of everybody who's commented on that webinar. I'm calling it a webinar on this live broadcast, guys. So it's actually really, really cool. So, LaDerick is here, Georgia, Meanie, Patricia, so many people, everybody just plugging in. It's actually pretty cool.
And if you're on the webinar, you can see Steve's screen, and then you can see my screen. I'm a participant, so you can see all the comments just like Steve can, and you can also see who joined the webinar as well. So depending on if you're connected with a person who's ever doing the live, so for example, Roxanne joined, but notice on my screen it didn't show. So I may or may not be connected to Roxanne just yet. So if you're not connected to that person, you may not see them join, but if you are connected to them, you will see that they've joined the Facebook Live.
Yeah. So guys, it's actually really cool. So the feedback and the amount of data that you get for the people that participate in your live broadcast is a gold mine. It just lets you know exactly what's happening. You can go back and follow up. So again, as I said before, everybody that's commenting, that's actually going to be in the comments. We all know what happens when you do a post on Facebook when people are commenting like crazy and liking. What happens? Everybody starts to see that post. It just almost goes viral, right? So just imagine how many live broadcasts you definitely want to do that can definitely up your edge rank. The more live broadcasts you do, the better your edge rank is going to be, and the more people will be able to see you. And so, and also really quick, you should see a subscribe button. So make sure that you subscribe as well. So if you're on this live stream, we're going to be doing some additional trainings and everything. That way, when we go live, you get notified that we're actually live. And what I've been doing as well, a lot of people that I see go live, I've been actually subscribing to their live streams as well. So when they go live, I get a little notification on my phone saying, this person is live, and then that way I can get on, shoot a couple likes, drop a couple comments. So let's definitely listen in, see what's going on, guys. It's just an amazing.
Yeah. Hey, Steven.
Video. What's up?
Steve, can I just add something to that? Because I see a few people with the same question in the chat.
Okay.
I just want to clarify that in order to get a notification from someone that they just went live, it's not just about being friends on Facebook, because if that's the case, you'll get notifications from every single person you're friends with on Facebook. Right. The way that you get notifications from someone who's going live is you have to go to their wall and subscribe to them. You have to follow them first. Yeah. Then when they go live, then you will get the notification.
Absolutely.
So I just want to clear that up.
Absolutely. And what I've noticed as well is even if you do it for the first time, people that you typically engage with will typically get the notification. Because maybe, if you got 5,000 friends and you do your first broadcast, or maybe you got 1,000 friends, 1,000 people are not going to get a notification that you just went live. But the people that you engage with the most will, okay? And then even more people, so if they go and subscribe, that pretty much ensures that when you go live that they get notified. And I would definitely say when you go live, just encourage everybody that's watching your live broadcast to subscribe to your broadcast so they can see future live events that you do in the future. Okay, so just get in the habit of doing that. I know we've done that a lot in a lot of our videos, telling everybody, hey, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any information. And I know a lot of people who we follow always want to subscribe because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, because a lot of people are delivering a lot of great knowledge and information off the cuff. Yeah. If they have an idea about something or if they just want to share something, boom, it's right there. And so this is actually really incredible in terms of how it works and how you can do the same thing. And
Steven, sorry to interrupt again, but one more thing. When you get back on your screen, can you just show everyone how to actually subscribe to someone's profile?
Yeah, we've got that's actually on the next slide.
Okay, cool.
Yep, we're going to show you guys really just give you some tips.
Look at my screen for everybody that's on the webinar. You'll notice there's a little person with looks like halos or something. Mm-hmm. So if you click on that, which I'm going to click on my phone, and you see it says subscribe. So you just click on that and it goes subscribe. There it goes. And it just does a blue check.
Yep.
And then I'll go back to the live. And so now every time that Steve goes live, I'll get a notification that he's live.
That's good stuff. Guys, do you see the power of this in your marketing for 2016? I know we do. That's why I almost had a headache trying to get it and nightmares because I didn't have it. So, but again, but that was because we really didn't have a lot of information. It's still really new, guys. I mean, a lot of people aren't using this.
Yeah.
Which is actually weird to me. I mean, I don't see a lot of live broadcasts right now. It's still fairly new, and but I think that's going to change in the coming months, especially once everybody has access to it. So definitely a great benefit. I think that was it. And you can also turn your camera around. So if you need to show something or whatever, you can show whatever. I'm showing my computer here, and there's Lanacia, and there's the other phone we're working on and stuff. So we look like the Enterprise over here. We got all these computer screens, and man, we got screens galore over here. But again,
one thing too, the longer that you're on, the more engagement that you get.
Yeah.
So just talk. I mean, we recently went to Dallas, and that's where we pretty much grew up, was in Dallas. So we pretty much just went around to the different areas where we used to work and just kind of talked about our experiences, our struggles. I mean, people love that kind of stuff, just to see where you've been, because they see where you are now. And a lot of people know, they see the now, but they don't see what you went through before. So going back to those places, or even just talking about, the struggles and, just things you have to go through and the aha moments and stuff like that, that is gold for doing Facebook Live, because video is all about, and I heard this from somebody else, being real, being raw, and being relevant.
Yep, absolutely, guys. So this is fun. This is fun. So I think that was it for the live demo. So Lisa, how was that?
Perfect.
Awesome. That was fun. That was actually pretty cool.
Yes, that was fun. Thank you.
Crazy. So hey guys, appreciate the love, but yeah, we definitely we really wanted to show you guys how that actually worked from both perspectives, so you kind of know from the person that's broadcasting and also from the person that's actually viewing, so you can actually see both aspects of it. So good stuff, guys. So we're gonna close this and we're gonna come back here.
Yeah, so go ahead and finish, and
I'm
we
gonna
can
finish
show
it.
them what it looks like after you're done.
All right. So let me come back here. Let me bring my fresh. How are you gonna do it there?
Yeah, so we can show them what it looks like once you are done.
Is that it?
Okay,
Yeah.
there it goes. Okay, so it says Steve was live. If I click on it, it just plays.
Yeah. And it's the same way on the desktop as well. And look at the stats on that one. Go back to it. Look at the stats.
Okay, there it goes.
So if you look at the stats, it's 65 likes, 242 comments. Guys, that's just major engagement on your page. And if you do a lot of those, if you're doing a lot of live broadcasting, it's going to make a huge difference in your overall edge rank on Facebook. It's definitely going to start increasing that. It's not just going to be just one, but if you're consistently doing it, I know we've been trying to do a lot more on a daily basis. Pretty much, we've done a lot. If you go to my wall, you'll see a lot of the different ones that we've done. And but again, we've just really been testing it around. And what's interesting as well is we've done some where let me come back here really quick, and we got a couple of slides to share with you guys here in a second. Hold on, there we go. Okay. One thing I did notice as well, when we've done a few live broadcasts and we mentioned a website, a link, a capture page, or whatever, my phone just started blowing up with leads. Matter of fact, we even did it. I think it was yesterday or whatever it was, and we had a couple new MLSP sign up just because we mentioned where to go to get more information about.
Because we were talking about our story. We were in Dallas talking about our story and what MLSP did. What MLSP did for us, and just by sharing our story, people wanted to sign up.
Yeah. And because I threw the link out there and said, hey guys, MLSP really, made the difference for us, giving us the resource, the tools, and the connections that we needed to be successful. And you want to get more information about that, how you can do the same thing, what we've done, I just gave out the link. And next thing you know, we started getting emails, and next thing you know, we had some signups, just all because of we were sharing our story. It wasn't a pitch video. I wasn't, hi, my name is Stephen Rachel, and this is Lanacia Rachel. It was not a pitch video. It was just us being ourselves, being real, and just sharing our story, and just what we use to help us have a lot of success online. And then we just shared where they can get that same information, and it worked, guys. It was awesome. So again, let's so we got a few other slides to share with you guys here really quick. So let's just go ahead and go back to that. Yeah, that was fun. All right, so here we go.
Oh, and another thing, if you didn't see the subscribe button on the video while you were live, you can always go back to the replay and you'll be able to click the subscribe button there.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's pretty. You just got to play with it. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a really simple application, guys. Very simple. Okay. But moving on, a few tips. We kind of talked a little bit about this before, but tell a few Facebook Live tips that you can remember. If you want to write some of this down, you definitely can. When you're going live, tell your friends ahead of time that you're about to do a live broadcast. Okay. And here's one I did, taking Facebook Live for a spin in about 30 minutes. So I want to see what it can do. Okay. And keeping it real simple, guys. I think you just want to set the stage, and we've done that a few times. We actually did a live broadcast before tonight's webinar.
Yeah.
It's so funny, guys. It's so interesting how when I did that live broadcast, I think it was about 30 minutes before the webinar started, my phone just started blowing up with people connecting to the webinar. Right after that, because I shared the link, hey, go here to register for tonight's webinar before it gets too late, blah, blah, blah. And we had a lot of people doing that right then. So it works, guys. I'm telling you, it works, okay, in terms of your engagement and building those relationships with the people that are following you, okay? So that's a really good tip right there. Just ahead of time, let people know, hey, I'm about to go live in about 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Just kind of giving people a little heads up works. Ask your viewers to subscribe to receive notifications when you go live. We kind of talked about this before. Call out your friends. Call out that your friends can tap on the subscribe button like we did. Just let them know. Click on the subscribe button, and that way they can be alerted anytime you do any more future live broadcasts. Okay. And I put my Facebook page here. That's just my Facebook page link, which we were on. So if you wanted to go back and look at some of those different live broadcast that Lanacia and I have done, you can go there and make sure that you subscribe for some other ones that we'll be doing in the future as well. Okay, really, really cool. That's really important, guys. So make sure that you solicit that when you actually go live. Very, very important. You want to make sure that you can connect with as many people as possible on Facebook. It's almost like building another list, which is actually more engaging. It's a more higher engaged list than just a regular email list, in my opinion. So this is going to be this is money right here, guys. Okay, so make sure that you do that as well. Okay, write a compelling description before going live. A great description will capture your friend's attention and help them understand what your broadcast is about. So you definitely want to let people know what you're about to talk about. Okay, that's what's going to create the interest. So if they see that come across their notification, or if they see that come across their news feed, like here's Alton Brown. He says possibly the first live cooking demo on Facebook, right? So I know exactly what I'm about to watch when I click play here, okay? So you just want to be very specific, letting people know exactly what it is that they're about to see, okay? That's another great tip. Moving on, go live when you have a strong connection. Now, of course, we're home and we're connected on our Wi-Fi network, but we've done some out and about, but to make sure that you have a good signal, preferably Wi-Fi or 4G connection. If you have like a 3G or something even a little bit lower than that, you're probably going to have some issues in the quality, and it might be going in and out, in and out. So just make sure if you're about to go live that you have a really good connection, okay? Because the one thing that you don't want to do is do a live and you keep going out and chopping off and it keeps cutting out, so on and so forth. So make sure you do that, and that'll definitely help you have some real good sessions when you're going live. Moving on, say hello to your friends by name and respond to their comments live, okay? Well, I tried to do that, but it was just too many people. It was too many people coming in and going. But the cool thing is that it's all recorded. So I can go back later tonight or whatever, and go back and kind of respond to some of you guys' comments and things of that nature as well, which makes it really, really easy, okay? And it really increased the engagement, guys. When you're on a live broadcast and you see some of your friends connecting and you call out their name, man, it just makes people feel good. How he called my name out, it makes me feel good when I'm on other people's live broadcasts and they call me out. I don't know what it is. I just feel special. I feel special, and I just want to stay and watch the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's a great way to do a Q&A session, because all they have to do is just type it in, and you can just answer them. You don't have to go back and forth like in a chat or anything like that. They can type it in, and you can just answer it right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, guys, just asking questions to the people that are on your live broadcast. Here's a trick. You want to get your edge rank on Facebook? Do a lot of live broadcasting, asking questions or doing Q&A sessions. Guys, I'm telling you, because they're going to be asking questions and you are answering them and you're just engaging. Guys, it just definitely helps your engagement.
Yeah. Even if you don't have a lot of people on, just do it anyway. Just talk, because that will help you increase your engagement. For those who have low engagement right now, just keep doing them. That will help increase your engagement, so people will start to see your posts.
That's right.
And also, one big thing. Do not sell anything. You want to share your story. You don't want to go on there pitching people. It's the same way that the techniques that we talk about in MLSP. You don't want to go out there, just pitching and blasting lanes and things of that nature. The purpose of this is to build your brand so people will know, and trust you. So you want to be more about you than about your business. You want to grow your brand using this feature.
That's right. That's right, guys. It's all about sharing stories, experiences. That's what it's all about. And if you do that, when you do post information about an opportunity or a product or whatever, if your edge rank is high because you're getting a lot of engagement from a lot of your followers because of Facebook Live, it's just going to get your exposure way up. You're just going to get a lot more results,
yeah.
A lot better results. More leads, equates to more sales.
Yeah.
So that's really what it's all about. But it all starts with engaging. A lot of people just want to just pitch their links and things of that nature, guys. It's all about building a loyal following. It's all about building relationships. And if you have that with a lot of people, the sales will come automatically.
Yeah, okay? I mean, we just did a lot of stuff. We were in a hotel room with our girls, and they were playing with our VR, and we just did a live broadcast just showing them having fun with that.
Yeah.
So things like that will really drive people to you, and they will want to know what you're doing, and they will want to connect with you and your business.
That's right, guys. Just share your life. Share your life. If you lose your connection while live, find a place with a better signal, which kind of goes without saying. So make sure you're just around a really good, strong signal. It's going to be very important. You'll see some notifications like this if you're having some issues trying to do a live broadcast. And again, broadcast for longer periods of time to reach more friends. The longer you broadcast, the more likely your friends are to discover and share your video with their friends on Facebook. We recommend that you go live for at least 5 minutes. The maximum you can broadcast is 30 minutes on Facebook Live, which is on your personal Facebook page. On mentions, I don't know what the actual cap is, but I've seen people do 2-hour broadcasts on Facebook mentions. Okay, so But again, but I think 30 minutes is quite enough time to really, have enough time to engage with your followers.
Yeah.
So,
and you can always go live again. There's just more content. There's another video.
Absolutely. So even if you just did 1 5-minute, you can do another 5-minute, another 10-minute. It's all about just creating a lot of content. The more you have, the better. I'm probably not going to do 30-minute live broadcasts every time, which I don't. I don't do 30-minute live broadcasts all the time at all. But that just kind of, I wanted to let you guys, I wanted you to know how long you could, because some of you guys are going to be doing maybe little training videos. And sometimes you might need a little bit more time to do a training video going live, which I've seen people do training videos. Hint, hint, I've got some things coming down the pipe. Hint, hint. Okay. All right. So those are some things that Lanacy and I are planning as we speak. We're going to be doing some training videos through Facebook Live. Got some really cool things that we're going to be working on. You'll see it. Just stay tuned. But again, if you have Facebook mentions, for those that do have it, again, I'm not for sure what the cap is for that. But I've seen people go over 2 hours with it. And again, finally, be creative and just go live often. Try different types of broadcasts and go live frequently and keep your friends engaged. Okay, that's really what it's all about, guys. And if you do that, that'll make a huge difference in your overall engagement. So, real quick. Well,
before we go, let me touch on something too. Now, remember, when the video is done, this is an actual Facebook post. So you can share this post, you can go back and comment, and you can do all of that just like you can with a regular post. You can even go in and download the video, another hint, and you can put that on your YouTube page, and that's more content for your YouTube and also for your blog.
Right. It's unlimited, guys. It's definitely unlimited with what you can do with it. Great app, great and I think it's perfect because most of us that are in business typically do a lot of our business on Facebook, so it just makes sense to have it all in that same environment of Facebook, and it just makes it even easier. And again, this is how things are now. It's still kind of in beta stage, so I know they've got some other bells and whistles and some other things that they're going to be doing in the future. Who knows? We're not. We're just the end user of whatever they create, and you guys are as well. But I know that heard from other experts that they got a lot of things that they're going to be doing with Facebook Live. Facebook recognizes that video is the future, and live video is going to be a big part of that, especially for this year and beyond. And so they're definitely putting themselves in a really good position to really capitalize on that, that need that a lot of people have in terms of wanting to do live video broadcasting and straight from their mobile device. So, and who knows, they might have it on their desktop. Somebody asked me that earlier, I think it was yesterday. Will it be available to do it on your desktop? Not sure. I mean, I would probably think that they eventually would do it that way as well. But I know they're still building out a lot of different things. So who knows what this feature will have in terms of capabilities in the future. So
one question was about links. You can add links to it. Personally, what I would do is I would go ahead and type in your description and do a video. And then once your video is over, go back into your comments and add that link there. Because remember, every time you have a like or a comment on your video, it brings it back to the top. So once your video is done, if you have a link you want to send them to, just go in, go to, comment on there, put your link in there. Hey, this is the link I was talking about. Make sure you go here and subscribe, or watch this, or whatever you want them to do, and just put that in your comments, and that way it'll bring that video back up in your newsfeed.
Yeah, and if you notice here, guys, this is what I typed in the field. Remember when we created the actual, the actual live broadcast? So whatever you type there is basically like your status update. So if you wanted to throw a link there, that you definitely can. It'd just be hyperlinked, once it goes live, right? So you can definitely do that. So it looks just like this. Just whatever you type, it just looks like a status update. Then you have your video, and then of course you have all your comments and all that stuff, and you can check out your views and all that good stuff. So it's actually a really, really cool option, to be able to do that. So it's really simple, guys. There's the one I did earlier today, and again, there's that's what I typed in. So it gives you a lot of options, guys. It's just a really great feature, and it really does work. So, questions about that?
Okay, now there was a question about doing business on Facebook Live and personal. So again, like we talked about before, you can talk about business, but you still want to make sure that when you're doing your Facebook Lives, you can do trainings and things of that nature, but you want to make sure that people have an insight into you and what you're about as well. You don't want to do too much pitching because you'll turn people off. It's the same techniques that we learn in MLSP apply to the Facebook Live as well.
Yeah. We're all about, you want to get into, there's a way that you can redirect people into whatever it is that you're offering by the value that you give them up front. Okay, and value can be in a lot of different ways. I haven't done any pitch videos for Facebook Live. It's always been about like for an example, when we did the video, which was this video here. Let me go back. If I go back to this video here, this was one video. This was a video that we did where we were just talking about where we came from, where we used to work when we lived in Dallas, Texas. But we talked about our story, but at the end of that story, we kept talking about this resource that really helped us to have success. And at the end of that video, we shared, hey, if you want to get more information about this resource on how we were able to have so much success online, go to this resource. You can do the same thing if you have a product or service or whatever. Share your experiences. You obviously have an experience. You obviously have some type of story that compelled you to join or that has compelled you to stay in that particular program. And share those experiences. And if you don't have any experiences yet, you're new, you just got in yesterday or whatever, share other people's experiences. Share on why you wanted to take advantage of that opportunity. I think that's going to go a long way versus if you're just making a video saying, hey, here's my product. You can it'll wax your car and clean your sink at the same time. If you're doing things like that, then you're just another salesperson. But if you're sharing stories around that product that does that or whatever, and how it's able to help you with your life or whatever it was, you're just going to have a much more impact with other people, because it's not about you selling people, it's about creating a friend. Let me say that again, just in case somebody missed that. It's not about just selling something, it's about creating a new friend, building a new relationship, somebody that will follow you, somebody that you would follow, if that makes any sense. And that's how you want it. That's how you want to look at it when you're marketing, guys. You want to. It's all about building relationships. And this tool here is just another great way to help build relationships a lot more faster, because they can see you. It's all live. They can ask a question. You can answer that question. You can share some information. They can share some information. They can. If they got a rebuttal, you got an answer, whatever. It's all happening in the now, so it's just a very powerful concept that we can definitely take advantage of.
Yeah. Okay, we have a question. Any idea yet if Facebook metrics push your content out more by using Facebook Live as with other videos?
I haven't quite seen a difference yet, other than I've seen more engagement in terms of comments.
Yeah.
Okay. Comments, likes, whatever. I've noticed more comments very fast. And one thing about when people are commenting on a video or commenting on a post, the more comments they get, the wider or the widespread that content spreads out. Yeah. It just goes out even further, starts reaching more people because people are talking about it, people are commenting, people are liking. It just creates that buzz with Facebook's algorithm saying, hey, people really liking this piece of content. Let me get it out to more people. So that's what I've seen. We'll still continue to do some more testing because I've got videos that I've made that I've uploaded to Facebook and gotten crazy content. And I've gotten videos that we've done through live and got some really good content. But I would say just off the top of my head, one thing that I have noticed is comments like crazy. Real fast. Yeah. And
I think
especially if you ask a question.
Yeah, because you're interacting with them, so you're going to get more comments in a live video because you're interacting with them right then instead of past tense.
Yeah, absolutely. So people just feel more, I guess, at ease to go ahead. Well, I got him right here. He's live. Well, I do have a question. Let me go and ask him.
I've been trying to get a hold of him for I don't know how long. Let me go ahead and answer my question now.
Exactly. So I think that's why we get a lot of comments, and why I've seen others that are doing the same thing. They just got. I've gone to some other people's, Facebook Live, sessions and videos, and I've seen just hundreds of comments. I mean, hundreds, if not thousands of comments, and so I know that content is just going through a lot of people's news feed.
Because what you'll notice too, you'll start to see people hopping on your live broadcast that never commented or liked any of your posts at all. Because you're doing something live, they're like, what is he doing, or what is she doing? What are they live? And because it's something totally new, totally different that they've seen you do, so they're going to hop on it, and that's what's going to help increase your engagement, and that's what is going to help you get more edge rank in Facebook.
Absolutely. Any other questions?
Okay.
Then we'll go to we'll do one more, then we'll come back.
You wouldn't let me ask a question without being your friend. I could see comments since I follow. So I guess what to do in that case.
Interesting. So again, that's good, because this is so new. There's a lot of scenarios that haven't been discovered that we haven't encountered yet. So Debbie asked, she wasn't able to comment because she wasn't a friend.
But she can see the video because she follows us.
That's very interesting.
Hey, I'll answer that if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know the answer to that one because I've tested that one several times.
Okay.
The reason why you can see someone's video and you could, see their posts and stuff like that, but you can't comment on their stuff if you're not friends, is because they have it set in their settings just like that. Like, they don't want to receive comments from people who they're not friends with. So it really depends on how the person's settings is. So for example, my settings, I put everything on public because I want everybody to see my stuff. I want everybody to be able to comment on my stuff and like it and share it, whether we're friends or not, because it gets more engagement. And I'm sorry, my camera wasn't on. Because it gets more engagement. So so if you can see somebody's post, but you can't like and you can't comment, but you can see it and you're not friends, that's why. It's because in their settings they have it set that way. So I say, David Fox says public. Yes, if you're in business, keep your Facebook fan page on public at all times if you want people to be able to engage with you, whether they're friends with you or not.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. That's a good point. So guys, this is good stuff.
Yeah, and if you don't have it on there, for now you can always share it on your fan page, and you can always tell people, hey, go like me on my fan page too. So until you can get your settings done. So yeah.
Absolutely. Any real quick before we answer any other questions, go ahead. Well, before we answer any more questions, we're gonna come back, but I wanted to share another.
Well, this is about Facebook Live, so let's do this. The link that we share with you guys, the MLSP.co, I think it was L37 or 137, that is for Facebook mentions. And for Facebook mentions, that is for your fan page. And in order for you to get Facebook mentions, you have to have a verified fan page account. What we just did is Facebook Live. Facebook Live is for your personal page. You have to have an iPhone or an iPad in order to use Facebook Live for your personal page. And if you do have an iOS device, iPhone or iPad, and you do not have it, then it's coming. Just be patient because they're rolling out to everybody. So I know there are quite a few people that are asking about the link so they can get Facebook Live. You can't get Facebook Live with that link. You have to have an iPad or an iPhone in order to have that. And if you do have those devices, then it's going to come to you soon. Just give it a little time. So I just wanted to clarify because there were a lot of people were getting it mixed up with Facebook mentions and Facebook Live.
Yeah, they're very similar, but they're two totally different. One, Facebook Live just comes with your Facebook account. Facebook Mentions is an app that you have to download. And you can do that through Google, through the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store in terms of downloading mentions. Okay, Any other questions?
That was really it. That was the main thing about Facebook mentions and Facebook Live, because people were trying to get Facebook Live through the link, and you can't get Facebook Live through the link.
Yeah, Facebook Live will just appear on your Facebook account. So just to clarify, that'll just appear. You'll just go to your phone one day and poof, you'll have it. So
and another thing, you can change it. So if you're on Facebook Live and you don't want it to go public, you just want to share it within, let's just say, for example, we only wanted to do a Facebook Live for the MLSP community. You can go in and just select that particular group, and it will only broadcast live to that group. You can pick a particular person, and it will only go live to that person or your friends or whatever. There's a long list that you can choose from, to where if you don't want to go on public, you only want to go to certain people, you can.
Yeah. So as the days and weeks continue, we'll see what Facebook has in store for this feature. Because I can tell you this much: when it goes live, it's gonna be crazy. So I think, I don't know, it's gonna be funny going down your news feed, and every post is like a live video. It's gonna be funny. But
and for those who are scared of doing video, this is the perfect format, because for one, there's no technical skills. You don't have to do any editing. You don't have to have all the special equipment or any of this stuff. All you have to do is just go to your Facebook profile, click on a button, type in your description just like you do a regular post, and just go live and just talk.
Yeah. So it's very, very, very simple. No tech skills required. I think it's going to be a win for a lot of people that maybe are a little shy in terms of just doing video. This is definitely going to be a really good format for people to really be able to engage. Because I think a lot of times people doing video for the first time, because they aren't engaging with anybody, they tend to don't know what to say. It's like that deer in the headlights type of look. What do I say? What do I do? What now if they're going live, they can kind of interact with those individuals right there. And I think it's going to be I think it's a much easier transition for somebody that's maybe a little apprehensive in terms of doing video. But at the same time, you gotta get out of that shell of people seeing you. And so I think it's definitely going to be a win-win. So again, guys, great information here. We'll take a few more questions here in just a few moments. Another tool that I'm testing, I'm not going to go into a lot about this really real quick, but I did want to just kind of share it. Some of you guys already know about this particular application as well. Let me pull it up here, and let me go back here and let me pull up my screen. So give me a second here. All right. So hopefully you guys can see this. So another cool live streaming app that I've been testing. I haven't done a lot with it just yet, but I did want to let some people know. I've seen some other members of the community use this. I actually saw it first from a member in the community, actually inside MLSP. Is an application called blab.im. This is just a screenshot of it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. It's pretty self-explanatory. Blab basically is a streaming app as well, which allows you to actually have up to 4 people where you can communicate, talk about a lot of different things. In terms of screen sharing, you can, but you gotta have like some third-party apps or whatever. But just for the most part, I've been using it just to communicate, just to talk to people, have some nice discussions with some individuals. I've done it for some type of training type of stuff, asking, people asking me questions or whatever. I say, well, let me create a blab real quick. I'll create a blab. I send them the link, they get on, boop, and next thing you know, we're just talking and going over a few things. Just another cool thing, it's actually connected to Twitter, so if you have a Twitter account, you can actually create a blab. Just go to blab.im. It's another live streaming video app that I think is really cool. It is on desktop, so if you have a Mac or a Windows, you'll be able to use it. If you have a mobile device right now, I think they're still in beta as well, so it's only on iPhone. In terms of an iPad under the beta stage. Seems like that's the trend. A lot of these companies typically do a lot of their beta testing on iPhone. But of course, iPhone kind of started the whole smartphone pretty much revolution several years back. But again, Blab is another thing that I've been using. It's actually really cool. We're not going to do any demos or anything. Just go to blab.im. You can check it out. Log in with your Twitter account. It's really cool. You can have up to 4 people here, and you can also have a lot of other people actually viewing your particular blab or live session. They call it blabs, but it's basically a live streaming session. Really cool. Check it out. I think you'll like it. I think it'll give you some other tools in your arsenal of marketing that you can use for training, for marketing, for whatever. But it's another thing that I've been using. We might do some training on it a little bit later, but we just recently been testing it out, so I'm not going to go into a lot of information. But it is very self-explanatory. If you go to the website, check it out, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Really cool application, and they've got a lot of training to show you how to use it. It's really, really cool, really simple. Guess we'll go back. Any other questions?
Let's go back to my phone. A lot of people wanted to know about sharing. Yes, you can share the Facebook Lives because it's just like any other post. So you just click share, and then wherever you want to post it, I'll post it on my wall, and it's gonna just like you would any other post.
Very simple.
Yeah. So yes, you can share, and you can even go back and comment because remember, once the video is done, it's just like any other Facebook post. So you can continue to comment, you continue to share all of that information. As far as embedding it, you can download that video and add it to your page. Sorry. So you can edit your post, you can change the date, you can get the code to embed the video. So that's the code there. So you just copy that, put that onto your blog post. If you want to download it, it's not on here, but you can go to, what was it, Photos? If you want to download the video, go to Photos, go to Albums, and you'll see your videos. These are your Facebook Live videos. And you can download it from there. So for those who want to download the video and put it in YouTube, or if you just want to download it and then upload it to your blog post, or if you want to embed the video or embed the post, you can do that as well.
Oh, hey guys, hey, real quick. Let's see, hold on one second. Let me see. If you wanted to use that link that I shared earlier, it was a custom link for Facebook. This is what you can do. If you don't want to use that, I think someone said they want to raise it. Let me see, that it would drop a cookie. I didn't know if it did that or not. In terms of the link shortener or whatever, what you can do, I'm just trying to keep everything MLSP.
Yeah.
But what you can do if
you turn it back on sharing.
Yeah, let me put it back on. That. If you go to, I can show you. If you go to Google, I think it's verify. It's hard to find. It took me about 5 minutes to find that page. Verify Facebook page. I think that's it. I believe.
How to verify my.
No, that's not it. It's not that one. I think it's this one. I think I remember the number. Nope, same thing. What I'm doing here is giving you another link that you can go to. That's the same stuff I went through earlier. That's the same thing. I went through all that earlier today. It's really difficult to find. Let me. What I'll probably do, I'll drop it in the chat. And what was it? I think it was. Oh, let me see. Request. Request verify Facebook page. Let's see. That's it right there. Okay. This right here. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Hey, thanks Diane for the heads up. I had no clue. I was trying to keep everything MLSP. Let's see here. If you go here, that's that link right there. So that's just for the if you're trying to get your Facebook fan page verified. You can do it on your phone. Once you download the app, you can do it as well. But I just found it a lot easier just going to the website on your desktop. That way you can upload your picture of your passport, your driver's license, or whatever. I just found it just being a lot easier to do it that way. So that's why I did it. But it was it looked like it was going to be hard to say facebook.com/help/contact/3563415911977702. If that makes any sense. I didn't want to do that to you guys. So that's why I created an MLSP link shortener, I guess you can say. So so if you do that, you'll be able to do that there. So that's the reason why I did the MLSP. I didn't know it had cookies or anything like that on there. So if it did, I apologize. That was not my intention. I just didn't want to bring all that. Yeah, trust me, I didn't want to do that. But anyway, I did it anyway. So there's the link. If you try to find that yourself, if you're watching this on a replay or whatever, and you don't see the chat, just go to let me go back to it again here. Where's it at?
Can you screen share here?
Let's see. Just go back to what you want to do. You just want to go to search request verified Facebook page. Just Google that. Okay? Just Google that. Let me go back here. So I'll just put that in there as well. So you guys will have that. Just Google that. So again, just for Google request verified Facebook page, and it's that first link that you will see right there at the top. So you'll see it there, and you'll be good. So any other questions? And I guess we'll wrap this thing up.
Okay, so do you have to turn the screen around by double tapping like Periscope?
Yeah, you just there's like a there's like a little like a little something, a little icon, and it looks like it's something that kind of turns around. So you just tap that, and it flips the screen around. Then you tap it again, and it'll come back around again. So just like Periscope. Periscope has, I know Periscope you double tap.
Yeah, but
and
this
it
has
changes.
an actual icon.
Yeah.
It's a little circle, so you can just click on that circle, and it looks like two little squiggly line things, and it will automatically switch your camera for you.
Yep.
What is the minimum following to qualify for the Facebook Live app? There is no qualification for Facebook Live, but there is qualifications for mentions. However, it's kind of
Nobody
vague.
knows.
Yeah,
Nobody knows. So
mentions.
let me just stop it. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
There is nothing written on Facebook that I've seen that says if you have 5,000 friends and you're talking about this subject and you're talking about that you're going to get approved. Nobody knows. And I've heard, because I've done the research on it, and nobody is. It's funny. Some people get approved, some people don't. But one thing that we have seen that's pretty consistent, they are people that have huge followings. A lot of celebrities, a lot of top marketers, a lot of people that have a huge following in business, whatever. Okay.
And even though some of those people can't even get verified as well. But for Facebook Live, there is no qualifications. You do have to have an iOS device, which is an iPhone or an iPad. And if you have those devices, you should be able to have access to the Facebook Live. It's not an app. It's just automatically on your post when you do a post online. But if you don't have it just yet, just be patient. It's going to come out. They're rolling it out. It's in beta right now.
So to kind of give you an example really quick as we wrap it up, hold on a second. Hey, Lisa, I'm still getting used to this iPhone stuff, man. I'm just like all over the place when it comes to this stuff.
I bet.
I'm like, how do I get back to, oh my God, this is wild. Okay, here we go. So basically, just to answer that question, when you go to your status field one day for just doing a regular Facebook Live, which is what we did earlier, we just did it on my wall, you're gonna see, I don't know if you can see that, you're gonna see that little man right there, that the one on the far, you'll see it right there, okay? It looks like a little man with some circles around it or whatever. You're just gonna see that pop up on your screen, okay? When you hit your status field. So like when you're getting ready to type something or do a status update, where you can do a tag or put smiley faces or whatever, you're going to see an additional icon. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably got 4 icons now, but eventually you're going to have 5. Okay? And for me, it wasn't anything that I really had to do, because remember, I bought the iPhone first, got it, and it didn't show up. I'm like, dude, what's up? Do I have a messed up iPhone, or I got the wrong Facebook type of, so I downloaded, uninstalled my current Facebook that I had on there and reinstalled it again. and it still didn't show. And it went like almost 2 weeks, and then just one day I just happened to check, and boom, it was there. And I went and I told Lanace, I said, look, it finally popped up, and boom, we were ready. But when it came to Facebook mentions, which is tied to your fan page, that's where you have to go through the process of giving your identification and all that stuff, and that's a process. And how long does that take? The first time I did it, it took maybe like 2 or 3 weeks for me to even get a response back saying that I wasn't approved. Took 3 weeks to get a response I wasn't approved, right? The second time I did it, I don't think it took 3 weeks. It took like maybe like a week and a half. It wasn't as long the first time.
Yeah, it varies.
It just varies. But again, guys, there isn't any criteria that I've seen, and even other people that I follow that have done training on Facebook Live that has mentions. It's just something you just got to keep trying. So I encourage everybody, just go ahead and try it, follow the instructions, see what happens. I mean, all they can say at this point right now is no, you're not approved, and they'll give you some kind of vague reason why if they don't approve you. But don't get upset or anything like that, just because eventually, guys, we're all gonna have it. Okay, we're all gonna get it. So, and it's not gonna take by the end of the year or nothing like that. No, very soon. I think Facebook is probably working overtime to get this out to all the users because they know it's going to be a home run, not just for us, the users that are using it, but also for them.
Yeah. And there was a question about likes. When you are on the Facebook Live, you can actually like comments. It's a little different than Periscope, but there's a little, the little hand thing like this.
A little thumbs up.
And you just tap it. And that's how you like post. I was kind of doing it earlier, so you can go back and watch the replay, and you'll see on my screen, you'll see me the gray, or I guess it's white, and it'll change to blue.
Yeah.
And that's me actually liking the different comments within that post. Mm-hmm. And then when it's over, you can go back and actually like that post as well.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff, guys. This is pretty awesome. Any other questions? We got any more?
Let's see. Most of them are, I think, some people are still confused about mentions and live.
Let me one last time.
Back up.
One last time. Let me go back to that really quick, and I'll kind of break that down, just to clarify that.
Okay. And when you're live, if people are your friends and if they follow you, yes, they can see it. But as Lisa said before, if you have your comments and everything on public, then they can comment on there. So make sure if you want other people to be able to comment who are not your friends, people who just follow you, just make sure you change all your settings to public.
Okay. All right. So to kind of explain it a little bit more, just really quick here before we wrap up, is Facebook Live comes really and falls into two sides, I guess you can say. One, Facebook Live for your profile page, which does not require you to download any other kind of application other than just having the Facebook application on your phone.
This is what we did today.
Okay, that makes sense? So just as long as you have Facebook on your phone, you can eventually, you're going to have access. If you don't, some of you already do because I've been getting messages. Some of you already have it. But for those that don't, eventually you're going to have access to that on your current device now. Okay? Facebook Mentions is something that's tied to your fan page. Okay? Facebook Mentions is also an individual application that you have to download, to your phone. Okay? So you got to have Facebook and the Facebook Mentions app. You got to have both of those applications to use mentions. Okay, so for example here, under the live profile, which most of us here, if we all have Facebook, we all have a regular profile on Facebook. All you really need is what? Just a Facebook app, okay, to use this feature here. Okay, if you don't have it right now, just wait. If you're using an iPhone, if you have an Android, just wait, because eventually it's going to roll out to everybody, and you will have that icon as well to be able to do a live stream. Okay. Facebook Mentions is an application that you're going to have to download as well. Okay. If you don't have Facebook mentions, you can actually go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and start that process. Because even if you download it, we didn't say this, but even if you download it and try to use it, it's going to ask you, or it's going to actually tell you, you don't have a verified fan page. It's going to actually tell you that. And you have to click on the button to get your fan page verified. It knows if you have a verified fan page once you download the application. Does that make sense? So when you do that, again, let me take that out. I don't want to. Hold on. There we go. So, and I gave you that link earlier, guys. So how to get that? So you need requires a verified page. And when you click on, and when you go through the process, you're going to go to this website here, which is typically what I always. You can do it on your phone as well. I mean, if you have an image of your driver's license or passport on your phone, I guess you can just do it on your phone. It kind of come up in a mobile version like this on your phone, and you can choose the file and upload your driver's license or passport or whatever type of photo ID you want to use. Make sure you click on page, add your photo there as well, and then any applicable websites that you have, if you have a blog or something or whatever, if you want to add that, you can, and then hit send. And then from there, it's just a waiting game. That's it. That's really it. That's how you go through the process. And there's really nothing to do to speed that process up. There's really nothing you can do to determine if you get access to mentions or not. But I will say this: eventually, everybody will. Okay, everybody will have access to it eventually. So right now, they're just kind of staggering it out, amongst the marketplace. So hopefully that made sense. And again, you can go to Google Play Store or App Store to get mentions. Mentions is only tied to your fan page, only. Okay, live is something that you're just going to get just because you got Facebook on your phone. Eventually, it's just going to pop up. Does that make sense? Hopefully that helped. Hopefully that helped. Good questions, though, guys. Very good questions.
Let's see, what plugin? You don't have to have a plugin. You can watch the replay. On the replay, I kind of covered how to do how to embed it. You just go to your the link. Go to your post and right-click. It's like a little arrow, like a little carrot thing. Just click on that, and you'll see embed video, embed post, and you can use that code at the top and post that into your blog. We really don't have time to kind of cover that, but when you watch the replay, you'll see where I showed that, and I'm pretty sure there's some great training in the back office of MLSP for MLSP sites that'll show you how to actually put that code in there as well.
Mm-hmm.